Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your weekly reading. I hope that you are doing well. We are in some interesting times, as always, so I'm going to do a reading whenever you find yourself at this reading, by the way. If it's resonating for you, the messages are for you, as time is not a linear straight line. It is always cyclical or circular. We always circle back to energies. So this is a message for Sun, Moon, or Rising in the sign of Cancer. We'll see what comes through for you, Cancer. As I'm reading this, we have Mercury now out of post-retrograde shadow and now in a very strong conjunction to Pluto, both in the end degrees of Capricorn. Very strong energy for great change within, deep changes. Now that Mercury is out of retrograde, we are getting much more clarity on our own thoughts, beliefs, how our mind operates, the stories we believe, and the way we perceive things, as well as a lot of the trickster energy starting to reveal itself, the way our minds trick us, as well as others. Let's go, Cancer. Let's see what comes through for you for this week, or whenever you find yourself at this video. First card out, we have guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So that must be something that's coming up for you, Cancer, very strongly through this conjunction with Mercury and Pluto. It's time to release and a lot of times we don't even realize or recognize subconsciously that we're carrying certain energies with us. But we're given a chance now. Time to release the guilt, the shame, the blame. Loneliness has been coming out. I swear, I think it's almost every single zodiac reading I did this week. I know that I'm never alone. Loneliness seems to be an epidemic right now in this world. As we're all being guided inward, everybody's energy is shifting, and it's making it really complicated to truly connect to others fully at the moment. Growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. And at the bottom we have change, Pluto. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Yeah, so there's definitely something going on with you this week that is forcing you to pivot, move, shift something. And it could really just be a belief or some energy that you're carrying, such as guilt, loneliness. You are going through a growth spurt. Your consciousness is expanding. Allow it to. And know that you are not alone. You are never alone. None of us are. But if you are like most of us, we do yearn for true connection. And that is the epidemic going on with humanity for quite some time. We're coming out of it, but we're still acknowledging the feelings of loneliness. Recognizing that I'm really not alone. Ever. Under guilt, third eye, and authority, Saturn energy. So there's something that you're getting you've had an intuitive hit on for quite some time. An energy, an entity, someone, something that has seemingly had authority over you. Maybe holding a part of your energy hostage. Maybe feeding your guilt and shame Maybe you're being blamed for something, Cancer. But you're seeing through that. Trust it. Trust your intuitive senses. Trust your mind's eye. More than words that someone else speaks, more than anything, trust that and let go of that guilt or any beliefs about yourself that do not assist in your soul's growth any longer. It is time. It is time to move forward. I keep hearing it. It is time. Why is loneliness out here for Cancer? So, again, whatever entity, energy, person, place, or thing that's holding this energy of authority or Saturn over you that may have fed this guilt and shame that's been deeply rooted within you has caused some imbalance within the sacral, solar plexus, self-esteem, self-confidence. And it may have caused you to make poor choices in the past as far as who you let into your world. And because of the energy of loneliness, sometimes we let the wrong people in. We let the wrong energies in. Sometimes when we're not feeling good about ourselves. I feel like Cancer, this is speaking to somebody who has been in maybe a narcissistic relationship of some sort. And this could also even go back to your childhood, where you've been gaslit and told so many things about yourself. And even though maybe our conscious mind doesn't fully believe it, there are parts within us, our inner child parts, subconsciously, that still believes things. And that is what you need to let go of. Victory and success at the bottom. So we have the heart chakra coming out with the growth card. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness, which requires us to drop into the heart, open up the heart. That is the heart chakra. The energy of the heart expands our consciousness, as well as the third eye. Victory and success. So you are allowing change to happen. You are moving with the changes. Beautiful. You're not fighting it. You're not resisting. And if you are, know that it'll let go of the resisting and allow changes to happen. That will bring you to victory and success. Whatever the squeeze is that you're going through right now. And I was drawn to this. You see how there's an aurora around the sun here? We've been having a lot of those. There could be a lot of solar activity affecting you right now. It's affecting all of us. We've had multiple back-to-back X-class flares as I'm reading this now. Oh, beautiful. So you are in this period of transition, leaving behind the old you, moving into a future version of you that you may not even fully be aware of yet. You're going very meticulously and slow and steady. Really absorbing that sun energy. See that? Tuning in to your higher self, tuning into your intuition, and being inspired by that, by your higher self, by your spirit team, to let go. Let go of whatever this energy instilled in you and kept feeding a belief about yourself. That just is not true. Knight of Materials. Yeah, it's been slow and steady. Wins the race. especially when it comes to connections with others. There's been a lot of lessons to be learned, and hopefully you are picking up what the universe is putting down as far as your choices, your discernment when it comes to others. It's not that you want to keep your heart guarded or closed, but we don't want to just let anybody in because we feel lonely. Using your true discernment, your ability to intuitively know if an energy is right for you or not. It's a big growth spurt. It's a big growth spurt for us all. Ace of Voices at the bottom, 5 of Inspiration. Yeah. Part of your growth, part of your lessons, what you're learning, expanding your conscious awareness is you're able to see through the mirror of others whatever is being projected onto you. You're able to turn it around and see what it is that you need to release, let go of, acknowledge. These could be repressed parts of yourself that you've denied or suppressed your whole life that are being revealed, and you may be actually resonating like, oh, I get it. Like light bulbs are going off. Ace of Voices at the bottom speaks of a new mindset, a new way of feeling about life, expressing yourself, a new way of thinking. That's good. It's telling me that you are on board with the changes that the universe is guiding you through at this time, whether you're aware of it or not. If you're following your intuitive senses, following your emotions, understanding your emotions, trusting your emotions, which are heavily linked to your intuition. A lot of these parts of the journey, we do have to navigate through our intuitive senses, through our feeling senses, and not the monkey mind, the programmed mind. 2 of Swords. You're still kind of undecided, though. That's interesting. You're not quite out of the woods yet, Cancer, with this guilt. You're holding on to that for dear life. There's a big part of you that's saying, you know, let that go. But then the moon energy, the subconscious mind, is there's more for you to see. There's more for you to see, and when you finally see it, that may release you from it all. It goes deep. It goes way deeper than this last, I'm just going to say, narcissistic experience that you had. This goes down to childhood. This goes all the way down to a very hidden and suppressed part of yourself that does want to come into the light of consciousness, growth. I want to expand my consciousness and awareness. 10 of Swords. Ooh. Look at what's going on in the mind there. Well, this is basically hitting rock bottom when it comes to connections with others, and just a storm of emotions and thoughts and just nasty, negative self-talk. This is all of that gaslighting that's coming up for you that other people have put in you. You're this, you're not good enough, you're that. Like just pointing out every little nook and cranny to make you feel like crap about yourself. But this is also speaking of how you talk to yourself, how you see yourself. This is another part to release. It's why you feel so alone. The Magician. Princess of Cups on the bottom. You're working towards getting in touch with your feelings. There's a part of you that, and it's a part of your ego that's protecting you right now. It doesn't want you to go that deep, protecting your feelings. But you can't really escape it because your mind is driving you crazy. It's like racing thoughts. Know that you are co-creating with Spirit right now, the Magician. You may be reflecting on how you had created certain scenarios for yourself by maybe making choices that weren't in alignment with you. And why did you make the choices that were not in alignment with you? That's another thing to be aware of. Otherwise, you stay disconnected. We're going to get some advice for you, Cancer, through this. And not to worry, we're all going through a very dark night of the soul type squeeze this week. So if you're one that's in that, it is all for growth, expansion, awareness, showing us what to let go of. What to let go of. And that would be all of the negative things that others have instilled in your mind, in your subconscious mind. And yes, there have been actions that have played out that could have been abusive or just extremely traumatic, and you may still be experiencing them. Maybe this is also why you're on the fence. It's really hard to move past some of these traumas. So Cancer, as an energetic exchange, if you like this video, if you would not mind clicking that thumbs up button for me, clicking the like button, I would greatly appreciate that. And also, if you're not subscribed and you feel compelled to, please subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Okay, we have a time for healing that came out. For sure. We are going through this great time of cleansing, purifying, healing, and it again requires us to see what thoughts, what beliefs have been instilled in us from our childhood on up, from these narcissistic energies that we're still carrying. Whether you're conscious of them or not, they are still there. This is a time for healing. Anything else for Cancer? I feel this for you, Cancer. You are not alone in this at all. And I feel like you're aware of that. The third eye and authority. It is one thing to be aware of things, but then we have other programs and attachments and other things going on within us that latch onto some of the things that have really been meant to hurt us. Your hard work is paying off. You've put a lot of work into yourself, self-work. It is paying off, whether you're aware of it right now or not. All in all, you're moving through this pretty nicely. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. Let go of the guilt. Let go of blame, shame. It's time to take action. Meditate and contemplate. A little, little confusing. It's time to take action, meaning there's great change that we're all being asked to make. And it doesn't necessarily have to be an actual movement, but moving, changing, like fully embodying your own self-love, your own strength, your power, releasing what other people have said about you or said to you about yourself. Let go of all of that. Let go of the fear of I'm going to be alone forever. Know that you're going through a huge expansion, growth period right now. It is also a time for healing, so be aware of that as well. That's what I have for you this week, Cancer. I hope that this was helpful for you, and I'm sending you out so much love. Take care. Bye.